YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back with some Carthage campaign action. We are in the year 238 BC, and again, we're still in a pretty rough situation trying to fight our way out of multiple wars on multiple fronts. This is nothing unusual in the Carthage campaign, as most of the factions tend to hate you. We're going to go in here. I did install patch 4 since the last episode, so there's going to be a few changes you'll see. The game isn't perfect yet, but it's certainly coming along. One of the changes you might notice here is on the diplomacy map, you can instantly see people's attitudes towards you. You'll notice that there's pretty much no one on the map that likes me except for my client states. So that's going to be an issue. And of course these bright red colors here mean that they really dislike you. But a lot of people have a natural cultural aversion to Carthage. I keep trying to make some kind of offer here with a non-aggression pact with the Egyptians. It says the success is low. Kind of unfortunate, to be honest. Well, I'm not going to mess with them right now. We'll get back to it. But as you can see, we've got, look at all these enemy agents all around this city, so no doubt this general is probably going to end up getting himself assassinated, which is fantastic. I do have some cavalry here now. Some of you have asked why I'm not using skirmish units. They're just not real necessary at the moment. I'm not going to say they wouldn't be helpful, because they could be. But yeah, they're just not super necessary for me at the moment. I do want to come over here and take Nasamones, and I'm actually feeling very confident, especially since I have this Carthaginian cavalry. So, and I don't see any Garamantian armies that can easily get around behind me at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and make a move on Nasamones and try and put some more hurt on these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and move my army up to this point.
Journey completed.
These agents are no doubt probably going to try and give this province a hard time. Remember, I just beat the Garamantians here, and this army is not a very good one, but they're in the process of retraining. And then remember that I have an army over here in Demidi, or Eel, sorry, it was in Demidi. And I'm trying to improve this province so that I can leave it on its own and continue my fight against the Garamantians. The Nova Carthagins are doing a good job of fighting against the Gaiatuli. They've taken Migdol. Hopefully it doesn't revolt. There is another large Gaiatuli army in the area, so they could still have some trouble ahead of themselves. That's pretty much where we stand for the moment. So we have a little bit of extra money. We could use it to recruit some more troops, or we could use it to improve our buildings. At this point, we probably want to build some more economic-focused buildings. So let's see where we can improve our economy. This uses up food, gives me more timber, and gives me 200 wealth from industry. And it helps provide extra garrisons as well. That's not going to be a bad investment for me right there. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. That pretty much takes my money for this turn. Let's go ahead and end this turn. I have some skills that I didn't assign yet. Dido's Faithful, that's awesome. I might change the names of these armies eventually, but right now I'm pretty okay with the names that it's given them. I could start off with Authority or Zeal. I'll go with an Authority general here. Lily Biome is still in my possession, but it very well may change hands, because remember I'm taking a risk here. And then the Romans, of course, have blockaded Carolus, but my army is not taking any attrition here. If I leave, though, they'll be able to assault the city, although I wish I had another army so that I could go hit Alalia, if that's how you say that. I do have a spy over here I'm not using as well. And it might be helpful for me to bring the spy down and maybe try and help out down here in Tingis and help the Nova Carthagins. So there we go. Let's go ahead and end this turn. I'm going to bring the camera over here to where I can kind of keep an eye on these armies. And we'll end the turn. Some of you are wanting me to do more diplomacy. Trust me, I'd love to. And sometimes you can buy these people into helping you, but diplomacy is a little bit iffy sometimes on this. It's better in some ways, but then it's also frustrating. And it seems like the Barcid faction in particular suffers lots of diplomatic penalties, and so diplomacy sometimes is a moot point as the Barcids. I'm not saying it can't be done. It most certainly can be done. And you know, I'm not saying that I've done real great at it either. It looks like their agents are probably trying to discourage my troops or kill my general. Look at all those armies. Yeah, they've probably wounded my general or something. So I've got to pick a new leader for the heirs of Phoenicia, and I think that's where Hannibal was, to be honest. Look, here's a Hamilcar Barca. That's cool. We'll take him. And I'm going to put him on horseback.
How can I serve?
Hannibal dies of natural causes, supposedly, even though there were assassination attempts. All of these armies of the Nasamones have sailed off. Who knows what they're doing or what they're thinking. Let's hurry and take Nacomedes right now while they're gone.
Let them cower before our
And we're just going to auto-resolve this because there's really no sense in fighting it. Noble death. Really? My general died in that assault? You gotta be kidding me. I've never seen that happen. So we're going to occupy.
Is that all, my lord?
They said a noble death there. That's weird, but Hamilcar didn't die.
Praised.
Maybe it was just bringing up a tab that I hadn't looked at yet. So we're good. We've taken Nacomedes here, and so now we own the entire province of Africa. I can issue an edict here. You can see I can do bread and games, which gives me an additional 6 food plus public order. I can do harvest, which gives me increased tax rate, which would be helpful. Or I can do commercial stimulation, which is plus 10% wealth and reduces slave population decline. Noble philanthropy, which is minus 5 building cost. Mercenary negotiation, which lowers my mercenary hiring cost. All kinds of stuff you can do. Right now I think I'm going to start off with bread and games. I have plenty of food, but I kind of want to just boost the public order of these cities for a few turns until it gets nice and high. And once the public order has helped me gain control of these territories, I can switch that over to tax and make some extra money. The province is upset right now because I just conquered Nacomedes, and so it creates kind of an unhappiness across the whole province, which is a little bit strange, but that's what that is right now. I don't have enough money to probably get rid of all these things, but I don't really want to build another muster field. I don't need it, so I'm actually going to tear this building down. And I want this to be a trading port. I just don't have enough money to convert it yet. So I'm going to wait and then convert that to a trading port. And let's see if there's anything else I can do that'll help on this turn. Carthage can be expanded. I've got some military presence, some economy presence. Let's add another building to here and see what we can do. So we can add this outskirts with, it adds industry, which is just, basically wealth. Or we could do another economic or cultural building here, which could potentially add wealth as well. Or we could build a temple. We don't have a temple in this province yet, and we need that as well. So we're going to build that. Alright, I think that's about all we can do for the remainder of this turn. Things appear to be going alright for us. These Nasamones armies aren't really big enough that they concern me. And if they continue to sail away and don't come back and fight me, that'd be fantastic because I can quickly just come over here and knock out this city and subjugate them. And that'll leave them under my command, and I won't have to sit around and try and control this province, at which point I can focus my attacks on the Garamantians. Let's see how much more under control these provinces are. They're definitely coming under control quicker now. You can see that there's plus 10 to the happiness. So that is a huge benefit to me at this point. So let's go ahead and end this turn. We have an unassigned trait to Hamilcar. So let's go to the heirs of Phoenicia here. And minus 5 to mercenary upkeep, plus 1 to public order, plus 1 gravitas per turn. We'll take that. And then I'm going to make him a warrior general. Those are kind of fun in campaign. Alright, we're about to finish our research here too. So that'll be cool. Give me a little more wealth from agricultural buildings. Let's go ahead and end this turn. My spy is in position, so I can now use them around Tingis if I want. It looks like the Carthago Nova is not sieging Tingis. Hopefully they didn't get beat back, but the Gaiatuli are in a pretty good position there actually to siege, or to go after Gadira. At least I don't think, but you can see there that Gaiatuli army is suffering attrition. Alright, the Nasamones have come to Lepcis with a small fleet here. We can easily fight them off. It says that we don't have a chance. I say we can easily fight them off. Wow. Where are all these guys coming in as reinforcements? I don't see them here. I'm not sure that we can fight them off, but we're certainly going to try. So let's go ahead and fight this on the battlefield. If I'm somehow able to be successful here, it would be a huge, huge benefit to me. Though I'm honestly not certain whether or not we can be. My hoplites are of pretty low quality. Oh, the Garamantians are supporting them. So I see. They're fighting together, of course. Alright. It is a naval assault, so AI doesn't always tend to do real great in these. They've got tribal slingers and javelin men, so I don't want to attack their navy. That won't go well for me. Let's just disembark my guys here so that I can quickly, hopefully make use of those slingers on land. Let's get in a somewhat defensible position here. Kind of town center camping at the moment. Okay. Start the battle. What I'm hoping for is that the AI will give me a chance to get them bottlenecked and possibly kill them that way.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Alright, so the enemy is approaching. This would be the Garamantians. Levy spearmen, large shield warriors, that's not good. Tribal slingers. Yeah, I'm not sure there's any way we can win these. Those large shield warriors would probably own my guys pretty badly. So what I may do is pull these skirmishers back behind these buildings, and whenever those large shield warriors disembark, I may try and knock them out. Those are just tribal slingers and javelin men. I honestly may try and meet these. Well, you don't want to get too close to the beach when these guys are landing because their ships full of slingers and javelin men can hit you. But it's not a bad idea that once they start to land their ships to maybe rush forward and meet them on the beach where you can at least get some kind of positional advantage. So let's see what happens. Oh, they've got a land army reinforcing too. Yeah, we're screwed. I don't even know what I'm doing here. We could just easily come back and reconquer these guys on the next turn. Yeah, they've got more large shield warriors here too. These guys are just better than my troops. So, yeah, there's really not any way we can win this one. But I'll do what we can. So let's hit fast forward here and see what happens first. Looks like they're going to land these skirmish units over here. And let's see. Let's go over and just try and bushwhack these skirmish units as quick as we can. Yeah, I don't know what else to do other than that. The other armies aren't quite close enough to assist these skirmish units, so I'll just, like I said, try and get rid of them quickly. Maybe once I finish hitting these guys, I can try and catch these guys on the beach, and we'll do what damage we can. But I'm not expecting a whole lot at the moment, to be honest. I don't see this going well, no matter what happens. Alright, my guys are going to come under missile fire right away here. Alright, and then the enemy is landing on the beach over here. Transports. To be honest, these guys are a lot more of a concern to me, but now that I've already started attacking these missile units, I can't really turn my back on them. Levy spearmen, tribal slingers. Okay. I'll go ahead and start moving my skirmishers that way, and we'll see if we can get some pot shots on these shield warriors. Okay, my hoplites are going to be able to take these guys out with relatively few losses. That'll be good. So you can see the fight going on here. It's going to be a relatively simple, easy fight. My guys can win that. Look at the morale on these Libyan hoplites dropped a little. Are you kidding me? Maybe it's an outflanking penalty or something.
We await your orders.
Alright. Okay, all the enemy units did disembark here. Take my guys out of skirmish. I really want to hit those shield warriors, but they're kind of behind. So I'll try and get these Levy Freemen real quick. Get a few kills on them. See if we can hit these Levy Freemen. I'll take whatever javelin kills I can get because they're going to be freebies. Gonna run away there.
Our general is under attack.
Okay, these guys are all turning their back on me again there. These slingers might be after me though, so let's go up here in this street and see if we can meet these large shield warriors and try and get some kills. We might be able to bottleneck this army over here, but then I won't have anything to stop that other army from getting a hold of me. Oh, my guys are in hoplite formation, so they're moving slow. These guys are running kind of out away from town now. That's strange. No idea. Oh, look, these slingers coming over here. Easy picking for my mob. Maybe we can lure these units away with my skirmish units. So let's move up here and see if we can harass them and try and lure them like way out here into the battlefield and see if maybe I can defeat these armies piecemeal. Again, I highly, highly doubt it. But we can try. Ooh, if I could get my hoplites into this position right here before the enemy gets there, that would be fantastic. I don't know if I can make it there in time, but I'm sure I'm going to try. Okay, these slingers got caught. Let's hit a few of these levy troops with javelins. They may be taking the bait here. I'm going to take them off fire at will. Let's run away and see if we can lure them out. Oh, this isn't good. These guys are splitting up their forces, so I can't fall for this. Because they'll outflank me. Okay, those slingers are holding out pretty well against all my mob. Of course, mob are nothing special. I'm going to move the skirmishers back up, see if we can do any damage. They're going to move up tribal slingers, which is bad, because I can't stop them.
The men are wavering.
I wonder who's wavering. Oh, maybe right here. Large shield warriors. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Okay. Right, run, 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 run. Alright, we killed a few of those large shield warriors. That was good. More of those guys I can kill, the better. I've kind of pulled my men back here to try and get away from the enemy units. Let's see if we can get some more pot shots in these large shield warriors. Yes. Got some nice kills again. Let's see if we can follow these guys and keep skirmishing. Okay, the AI has moved up their slingers. That's going to be bad. I'm just going to let my guys pull up here and fire. See if we can get some kills on all these spearmen over there. Might as well let my javelins get some kills. This citizen militia, holy crap, is just getting throttled by missile units. Their guys are like going straight through my armor, basically. Alright. I mean, I really don't want to get outflanked, but I mean, they're just going to sit here and destroy me with their missile units, and there is little or nothing that I can do about it. My missile units are getting some kills, but it's not going to be enough to offset it. I mean, I never really expected to be able to win this battle, to be honest. So, I mean, there's really very little that I can do here. At least by attacking, I can get it to where their missiles will be hitting their own guys somewhat. Yes, golly, look, they've got slingers everywhere. I'm just going to get destroyed here. There is no way this is going to work.
The men are wavering.
They've just got way more than enough troops to deal with my weak and basically ineffective troops here. Yeah, this is going to be a slaughter. Well, we're just going to fast forward here and let it happen. There's really nothing I can do about this. AI is going to just completely throttle me here.
The men are wavering.
My men managed to get quite a few kills, but there's just not enough quality or quantity here to get the job done.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Alright, so we're going to lose Lepcis. It's kind of funny how the AI will desert one of its cities, but then just go around you and take yours, and it kind of just becomes this weird switch off, like a crazy maneuvering thing. It definitely makes things take longer. And I'm not sure that I'm opposed to it or for it, to be honest. I did manage to kill 643 of their men. I'll take that. They did have quite a few troops in the area. That ought to make them a little easier for me to kill in the next round, because you can see this didn't cause a lot of casualties, but we hurt them a little. Alright, someone's trying to blackmail me, so I'm going to counter it. Looks like we need a new general in the Pride of Mago. Take this Himmelkar guy, or Himilco, or Himilco. We'll take him. I'm going to put him in a horse unit as well. They're the ones in Demeti. Let's see what happened here on that team. So construction complete, trait gained, fleet destroyed, research complete, sabotage and Macomades, household expands, province contested, and then natural causes. So Mago died of natural causes. We need to continue our research, and let's go in and take a look at some of these items. If I do this one here, it gives me plus town growth in all regions, which should help me expand places, and gives me plus 5 wealth from industrial buildings. Plus it'll kind of open up a path to build some future stuff, so that's not bad. Temple tax I've already got, and that was a handy one. Plus 10 wealth, plus 2 to cultural conversion, that would be helpful. So there's a lot of things that could be helpful here. Plus 1 growth. Let's do this one that gives me some growth. That was Mago's death there. Looks like the Gaiatuli are making a move towards Demeti. It's a relatively insignificant army, it looks like, so I'm not horribly worried about it. They don't have any threat for me on the coast anymore, so I may move back to Demeti.
I want hourly patrols. I don't care how tired
There we
you
go.
are.
So they're in Demeti. The Romans are kind of sailing all over the place. They've still got me blockaded and careless, which is bad for my income, but otherwise not really causing me a whole lot of worry. The Romans don't seem to be attacking me anywhere else, though, which is rather strange. You know what? Let's use this diplomat. Let's try and bring him down here. It'll take him a while to get down here, but maybe eventually he could be helpful. Kind of a useful idiot, in other words. Okay, that army is somewhat beat up. I lost my edict in this province, which is kind of crappy.
Ready for battle.
Let's quickly, I kind of want to sink that Nasamones navy, but I'm also worried that they'll get some unnecessary kills on me. Then part of me wants to sail back over here to... You know what? We need to upgrade this army here. It's just got a bunch of Libyan hoplites, and that's not really helping me right now. So let's train some troops to replace these Libyan hoplites. Oh, look, we got these African pikemen here. Those guys are helpful. So we'll train some African pikemen on this turn, and then I'll disband some of those Libyan hoplites as we're able. I think I could defend Macomades with the garrison. I want to go ahead and start marching back to Lepcis. I just want to keep these guys busy and keep hurting their armies. That's like probably the best thing that I can do at the moment. I don't really have a whole lot of money left, but let's see if there's anything that my spy could do to maybe help out Nova Carthago. This army is suffering attrition, which means they may be starving. So let's see what we can do here. Sabotage. So I don't have enough money to commit arson. I could try and poison their wells, or incite unrest. Let's see if we can incite unrest. I don't have a real good chance of succeeding, but we'll try it. Nope, my guy got wounded. Fantastic. That's what I get for trying to use agents. Alright, we'll end this turn. See if the Nasamones make any moves on me here. They're probably just using their agents right now. And they may very well assassinate my general or something. The computer has a lot of agents, and they tend to succeed quite a bit, and they get ranked up quite a bit. I've done a pretty poor job of running agents at this point. Here they're going to assault Macomades, and I have... One of their agents must have damaged my forces here, which otherwise could have easily beat back their men. Almost all of their men are just skirmishers, though, and even though my men are mostly dead, if I meet them on the beach, there's a very slim chance that I might be able to win here. It is slim, but we can try. So I'll try and meet these guys on the beach and fight them that way. And it's possible that my few Libyan hoplites might be able to overwhelm them, but I don't have but maybe 40 men in each unit, plus these mob. So my guys are relatively... So they're either going to have to land way out here or way over here. So I'm kind of at a decent halfway point there. And I'm going to land my boats right here. Okay, some of their guys are going to try and land here. The rest of their boats are right there, so they're a little farther off. We'll see where they decide to land. Gosh, I don't know if we can win this or not. If we could, it'd be a huge help. They've got quite a few javelin men on these boats, though. My Libyan hoplites ought to be quite superior in melee, but it's kind of hard weapon damage. Melee, yeah, their melee's pretty bad. I'm going to quickly get my men behind these buildings, and it looks like one of their ships is going to try and come land here, and the others are going to move further out. And these ones look like they're going to sail across, so it's going to be safe to go ahead and pull all my men towards this vicinity. Again, want to keep them out of missile range. Wow, these guys have a great missile range. Oh, it's a Scorpion unit. They can fire their Scorpion off the boat? Yeah, sure enough. Look, they got a Scorpion on the front of the boat. Hopefully that boat's going to land right there. I don't want it to be able to actually hit my men. There we go, I got my men behind the building. So let's see if that boat will come up here and land. Yes, it is, so we'll come kill those Scorpions. They're going to come land their fleet way over here. And I'm going to go put my men in this tree line. Okay, these Scorpion guys ought to be pretty weak. Or it says those are Libyan javelin men. And they must be javelin men manning a Scorpion ship. Okay, I got it. I don't want all my guys to rout here, so okay, we can click an attack here. We chase those guys down. Okay, those javelin men are still far off, so let's come and catch these guys from behind so they can't run away. Okay. I'm going to try and charge these guys before they can do too much damage. They've killed one of my hoplites, and I'll probably kill a few more. The only thing I really hate is that this really hurts the health of my men, taking all this javelin shots. Okay, we should be able to get into these javelin men here. Put my guys into phalanx formation, hopefully minimize any casualties here. Okay, we're defeating these guys pretty decisively. Okay, I'm gonna move these mob over here. Okay, hopefully we can beat these guys. Come on, come on, get him, get him, get him, get him. Rout. Okay, they got hit from behind. Let's see, 37, 39. Okay, I only lost a few men. And we shattered that unit. Let's see if we can use these mob to get behind these next units of javelin men. And let's get our men kind of back here in some degree of safety away from those javelin men. Yeah, we'll try and get behind them here. Okay, and now we should be able to run forward this way. Get these guys surrounded too. I'll move my guys up from behind. It is possible we can make something happen here, but I'm not gonna have real high hopes. The AI isn't positioning itself very well. Okay, the sooner I get my hoplites in though and engage in the melee, the better. This didn't quite work out the way I wanted it because I wanted the AI to blob up a little more. They are trying to run away from my mob here though, which is probably giving me an unnecessary amount of kills. So that doesn't bother me. These javelin men here, Getting beaten relatively soundly. These ones are still running around and getting beaten pretty bad by my mob, which is good. There's a whole lot more javelin men coming, though. Oh, route, 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 route. Oh, yes. I just got so lucky. Run, you fools. Alright. These javelin men should route here in a moment. Come on, route. Please route. Please route. Okay, good. Okay, now we're going to come up and attack the rest of these javelin men. My worst fear here is that their javelin men are going to stay behind some of them and, like, just continue to rain down on my men while they're fighting in melee. But this is good. I've got all their javelin men in melee now. I'm going to use my own javelin men to try and secure a flank.
The men are wavering.
That's not good. If that mob routes, that's going to hurt my morale, the morale of my other men a little bit. Let's get these guys into melee here. Okay, we might actually win
Our
this.
men flee the field of battle.
We might actually
This is a
win
shameful
this.
display.
Okay, all my hoplites are in phalanx mode. I should be getting a nice outflanking morale penalty on the enemy units at this point. We've kept them from throwing their javelins, which is what I needed.
The men are wavering.
Good job, man. My mob really actually did well on this. They killed way more men than they probably should have. They're very weak in melee. Javelin men would be better typically. Look at those guys routing right through a rock face. That's pretty cool. Must be aliens or something. Check that guy out. Alright, sweet, we won. Never would have expected that. Heroic victory. Take that, you losers. So we beat them back and managed to save my other army from having to turn around once again. And also defeated some of their armies, which ought to make it a little bit harder for them to continue to give me trouble. So Nasamones stays under my control. Look, there's another huge Garamantian army. Can someone explain to me how these guys are getting so many troops so fast? Number one, there's no way they can have the economy for it. Number two, how do they have the food for it? And number three, you can only recruit 3 units per province per turn, unless there's something I'm missing. So that's like probably 4 or 5 turns worth of recruiting going on there with that Garramantian army. Someone please explain this to me. I don't understand how this is possible. It's definitely something that I just don't get at this point. So let's force march this army back to Nasamones. There's enemy agents everywhere, and to be honest, the easiest way to get rid of them is going to be to extinct these factions. This army here is not a real great army at the moment, but I have some extra pikemen, so I'm going to move it to Lepcis. Lepcis should be safe for just a few turns. And let's see what's going on over here. This army, let's see, so Demidi is... The public order is improving here. Punic culture is on the decline, though. And it may be, let's see, do they have like a statesman here? Yeah, an enemy sage. So he's probably driving down my culture and driving up his own. My spy was wounded, so I'm not sure if they're back yet. I did have a spy. So he's going to be spreading foreign culture in that province, which is very dangerous to me, actually, because it's going to keep those cities wanting to revolt. So that is a problem.
I live to serve the mighty Carthage.
Maybe I can take my dignitary back that direction.
Fleet reporting, my lord.
If we go into a double time, no, it won't let me attack off that. So we'll do none. Alright, so we have our cities defended there for the moment. Let's go ahead and end one more turn. Gosh darn it, I gotta get rid of that Gaiatuli agent. And Eol, he's driving up the culture there for the desert nomadic culture, and it's gonna want to make these guys revolt. Alright, a trade agreement. Holy crap, someone finally wants to trade with me. Yes, please. The only problem is they're at war with Egypt, and that's probably gonna make Egypt hate me even a little worse. But I'll take whatever I can get at the moment. Looks like someone tried to assassinate my general and he got wounded. My army was sabotaged in Nasamones twice. And it looks like a subversion attempt in Nasamones. And the Nasamones land an invasion fort. My My spy convalesced. Hidden agent exposed. Okay, let's bring my spy. See if we can bring him out over here and sail over to... Oh, that sage is walking away, but his influence is probably still going to try and spread. Yeah, he's spreading nomadic culture here faster than I'm spreading Punic culture. So I'll bring my own agent down to assist with it and then try and get rid of that one. So that maybe we can... Because as long as these places aren't under my control, I'm not going to be able to leave with my army. So that's a frustrating bit of happenstance there. So we're going to take Lepcis back here, though. Ah, come on. I meant to attack it navally. Crap. Alright, the Garamantians are actually running away now because they saw me come re-garrison this place. We can get rid of the Nasamones altogether by making kind of a quick thrust towards their capital. But I'm going to wait until I've taken Lepcis to do that, so hopefully we can keep these Garamantians from just quickly marching in and taking my territory as soon as I leave. So we should be in pretty good position on the end of this turn.
Ready for battle.
And these settlements are going up in public order too, so that's good. I can upgrade this building too and get a little more wealth from subsistence. It's not a huge increase, but it's a little. Or we could build a trading port. That's going to give me more wealth, so let's use our money to build the trading port. And I might go ahead and upgrade the barracks here too, provide better recruiting in that province. Okay, let's end one more turn. Gosh, I can't wait to get rid of these North African factions. They're driving me nuts. Every Carthage campaign I've played is hard, and it's only hard, though, because literally everyone declares war on you. Holy cow, someone wants a non-aggression pact. Yes, please. To not have to worry about having a war on one front would be fantastic. It's been a long time since I've had someone offer me a non-aggression pact. So that was a much-needed help there. Let's see, I need a new candidate. Hananid Dynasty, Hananid other dynasties. What is this guy doing? Minus 10 sanitation building construction costs. That's not very helpful. Plus 1 authority. Side wealth and culture buildings, plus 5 research rate. That's not bad. I'll take this guy. Alright. See what we got going on. Slums and Macomades. Great. I forgot to build a building where I tore those down. Gizgo died. That's the one we just replaced. Alright. Get rid of these slums. Goddammit, I always forget about that. And I need to convert that building too. I just don't have enough money to do it. That was the noble death for my general there. Look at these guys all holed up down here in the desert. Let's go ahead and take Lepcis back.
At your command.
And I'm honestly just going to auto-resolve this. I don't feel like wasting the time with that fight. I mean, it's going to take a lot of my men away, but just didn't feel like messing with them right now. Alright, occupy that, so I'm in control of the entire province again, so I can reissue my bread and games edict, which should help again bring these places under control. You can see they're very unhappy because it keeps switching hands from being conquered, and it's causing a lot of unrest in the entire province. How did they tear down my buildings in one turn? You gotta be kidding me. It's like 1 or 2 turns they're back in my town and then tore down all my stuff. Convert it back over to a Hellenistic hamlet, and I'll switch these other ones as soon as I get a chance. Just don't have enough money to mess with it at the moment.
Ready for orders.
Gosh, I am really tempted to just... I wonder if I can attack these guys. I probably could, and I could probably do so successfully. Let's try and kill these guys right here. I know they're in a defensive position, but... Well, I don't have any skirmishers, and if I have to come into their fort and attack them, that may get dicey. I'll wait 1 turn and see what happens. Okay, my spy and other units should be on the way. Let's see if anything's changing. Nope, this is quickly being converted away from Punic culture. This sage is killing me. We have got to get rid of that sage. He's walking back towards Tingus, so I'm actually going to change directions, double back this way. And let's see if we can catch that enemy sage. He's only a rank 2, so maybe we can kill him with relative ease. I really wish I could unblockade this port. These guys appear to be At least they were suffering some
My
attrition.
lord. At your command.
The Romans haven't pushed a whole lot. I can't believe Lily Biome's still happy, but I'm sure glad it is. Africa province is all kinds of ticked off because it keeps switching hands. Alright, let's just go ahead and end the turn. Unassigned skill, my bad.
My lord.
Back at Dido's faithful. Alright, so let's see. Got... What did I make this guy? I made a commander. Let's improve that line. We'll give it more authority. +2 authority when general. -4 recruitment cost. There we go. Let's end the turn. That's my diplomat slowly making his way to hopefully maybe turn the tide in that province of Mauritania. If we could turn the culture back to Punic, that would be huge. Allow me to take my armies out of there and go use them somewhere useful, like against the Romans and gosh, I can't even say that. Alright, so there's rebellion in Macomades. That's not good. Rome lands an invasion force in my territory, which is in Sicily. It's just a small force. No big worry yet. And again, I'm willing to sacrifice Lily Biome. I'd like to not sacrifice it, but I'm willing to. Macomades. Libyan rebels. Way to go, Libya. You get killed and now you're coming back to haunt me as rebels? That's fantastic. There's a Nasamones sage here too, so it's not good. Definitely not what I want. The bread and games edict is helping, but as you can see, I've still got -4 happiness in all of these provinces. Good grief. Maybe I just have to build another temple for now. I could spend my money and build one more consecrated ground to try and help turn this around quicker. Let's kill these. The Libyan rebels took off running. I'm just gonna... Well, I can't just let them go. I need to kill these guys.
None alive.
So auto-resolve this. Should leave all my troops. There we go.
Ready for further orders.
There's the end to their little rebellion. I'll force march my way back into the city. And there we go. So now there's no rebels, and that's helped the happiness in my province. So good. Very good indeed. This army needs a little cav. I'm going to recruit some cav there. Actually, I may see if that enemy sage is within range of my enemy sage. He's out there in a boat.
At your service.
Doesn't look like I can attack him when he's in the boat. Maybe we can take out this, I don't know, that's a Carthago Nova guy I'm not worried about. Oh, look at this Gaiatuli trying to go after Kartuba. Oh, good luck with that one, fellows.
All men must serve.
Oh, Nova Carthago is going to have some issues down here as well. Oh well, as long as they can kind of keep from dying. Address heirs to Phoenicia. I need to recruit some champions as well. I'm just really trying to consolidate and get some money back at this point. Let's see what else we got here. -5 mercenary hiring cost. +4 melee attack skill for all infantry. Melee defense for all infantry. Plus 10% morale for all units when fighting barbarians. Defenses, unrelenting force, more movement range, and +4 charge bonus. -4 upkeep, +8% morale. That's kind of cool. Siege experts. I'm going to go with this one here that takes away some upkeep and gives my guys morale as well. Okay, so like I said, let's go ahead and end this turn. Gosh, I gotta hurry and do this. I don't think the Romans are gonna relent for a whole lot longer. I have no idea why that Gaiatuli agent went out to sea there. I'd really love to give him a killing, but if he's out to sea, it makes me wonder if he's busy converting that province as well. Nova Carthago attempted to attack Tingis. It looks like it got beat up. Someone tried to wound my... or tried to buy off merchants Lepcis was sabotaged. Another hidden enemy agent. We've completed that research. Political action costs. +3 tariff for trade, +4. Okay, my research is coming along. It's going to be helpful when I go to attack the Romans to have less attrition from siege, so I'm going to go ahead and start researching that. Let's see if we can kill this Garamantian force here. Looks like one of them is coming towards Macomedes, and I would really rather fight these guys on open ground. I've got cav to go after their skirmishers, so I'm happy to take this fight. So let's end the video by fighting these guys. So these guys ought to be... Wow, they do have a lot of large shield warriors though. But my troops are pretty well vetted, and I've got cavalry for hammer and anvil, so bring it on. Y'all notice that in Rome Total War, that when each town kind of had a population, and if you recruited a whole bunch of men from it, it shrank the population and basically made the town worthless to where they couldn't really recruit anymore. I'm actually going to start deployment because they can't use flaming missiles. Yeah, so they weren't able to recruit any more troops, and it kind of slowed the AI down from having non-stop spams. Does anybody know if that exists in this game? I haven't seen anything that makes me believe it exists, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, let's see. I don't know why these guys didn't get in line down here. I'm going to hard group these guys. I'm going to do my typical tactic, which is rush head on. Well, I said I hard grouped them. I didn't, apparently. I'm going to take the head-on rush, engage the infantry, and then take my cavalry around for hammer and anvil blows. There we go.
Cavalry! Loyal sons of...
Alright, let's fast forward so I don't have to watch them walk across the entire desert. If we can deal the Garamantians a huge defeat here, that'll be good. We can hopefully, again, go subjugate the Nasamones, and that should help us take care of them.
Cavalry! Forward!
Let's go ahead and start taking my cav around the flanks. Okay, my guys are starting to get closer. I start clicking attack orders. The AI sometimes bunches up and screws up your attack orders, but all I need is generally to just present a front here without getting overlapped. If I can accomplish that, it'll be an easy victory. Here's going to be my first skirmish unit victims there, and again here. Split up actually and hit individual skirmish units. Okay. I'm gonna get away from those spear units. And those skirmish units just got nailed. Move on to the next ones. Let's put my hoplites and phalanx and all my swords in shield wall. And I'm actually gonna have to use the whip to try and break these guys. Actually attack those guys, forget the archers. Let's get into the infantry. Okay, it says my guys' morale could be better. I'm not sure why that is, so I'm going to hit a hammer and anvil strike real quick. I'm going to pull these cav back here for a hammer and anvil strike. So we just hit the Gaiatuli in the center. That's caused some wavering amongst their men. Looks like their guys are breaking over here, and let's hit these guys in the back. Here. Okay, got some great hammer and anvil hit there. Instant waver. Instant rout there.
The enemy general is
okay, so that was a massive defeat of the Garamantians there. Perfect. Alright. Good way to end a video. Hope you all are enjoying this so far. Look at that. Yeah, killed them 10-1. Perfect. So that ought to leave them in horrible shape there. The Garamantians must not have a whole lot left to defend their cities either. If we could go capture their capital, that would really slow down their ability to recruit troops as well. So boom! Hamilcar Barca pushing back the Garamantians with huge success there. And we'll go ahead and take care of his little skill here before I quit. Let's see, he's a warrior, so let's go on to the next step at warrior soldier. +2 zeal charge bonus, we'll take that. And it looks like we didn't capture any provinces in this episode, which for some of you may be frustrating, but we are winning the war. My only concern now is that this beat-up Garamantian army is trying to head for Thapsus. I can't let that happen. We're going to have to intercept them with this army here and stop them. But it looks like temporarily we've beat back our enemy on pretty much every front. Punic culture's on the rise again because that agent's out of my territory. So things are looking up, and I will see you all back in the next episode.